So what's this called? Selectively informed.
Yes.
Selectively informed. Selectively informed. Selectively informed.
Selectively informed.
Selectively informed. Selectively informed. Yep. That's the theme song.
I don't know what I'd say. I'm Morgan Miller, and this is Selectively Informed with David Shockley, and as you guessed it, we are selectively informed.
We're picking out articles that we found interesting. This is a maximum mediocrity podcast, technically, Morgan, so there's only one way to start this show. Do you know what that is?
With the maximum mediocrity?
End a shot. All right, let's check out the news. Morgan, I have a question for you. I have two questions for you.
Tell me.
Number one, do you like Adam West Batman?
I'll be honest, I've never seen it.
Question two, is there a dick that's too big?
I mean, coming from a female perspective, yeah.
Well, I'm curious about the female perspective because apparently the people that hired Burt Ward, who played Robin on the original Batman, Adam West, the studio said his dick was too big.
That's what they all say.
I mean, I've run into the problem myself.
That's what they all say.
But here's the crazy thing about this story. In the show, Robin is supposed to be a child, right?
Yeah,
but
it says boy.
Yeah, boy. He's a little Ed boy. But he's got this
Robin boy.
But he's got this giant bat schlong that they just can't.
This Robin egg of a bulge, if you will.
And the studio told him that he had to. They probably didn't tell him he had to cut his dick off. That'd be weird. But what they did tell him,
just the tip. Come on.
That's the best part. I think if they were like, okay, you can only get to keep one part of your dick. Do you keep the tip of the dick or do you keep the shaft? I'm keeping the tip.
If it's anything, I assume that's the closest thing that males have to a clitoris.
Have you ever seen pictures of like an enlarged clitoris?
Yeah.
It kind of,
It looks a lot like a dick.
Like a little tiny dick, right?
Yeah. Sometimes they look like big giant dicks.
Well, they couldn't play Robin. And so the studio actually gave him pills to try to make his dick smaller.
I feel like that whole article was a fun way that he gets to say that he had a big dick once.
He's like, oh no, sorry baby, I know it's not what it used to be, but let me tell you, this thing used to be huge, but then, I needed the money and I started to work with Adam West and one thing led to another and I was taking dick pills.
Do you think it was steroids? I hear that steroids make you pee-pee real low.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't
Was it all the juice's fault? Are we here to blame the juice?
Oh.
It's always got me acting loose.
He's real loose in his underwear.
I saw pictures. There's nothing loose. It's all pretty tight.
I have this pulled up on my phone, and I have it set in a way where it's a picture of Robin, but it's towards the top, so it's just a picture of him waist down. So I'm literally just looking at his bulge right now as I'm talking to you, Morgan.
Oh no, I looked over.
And I'm having it's tough. I keep looking at him, look back at you, looking at him. I feel like I'm in an Old Spice commercial. But anyway, I thought this was a really interesting article where it's like this man has it published that this man has a massive schlong.
Head.
Oh. Apparently, let me take a look here. ABC was so concerned about the enormity of the problem that the company took matters into its own hands. According to Ward...
Chopped that dick right off. So, David, how much money would it take for me to be able to chop your nuts off?
Oh, you can't just say that.
How much money?
Listen, you gotta... I would only
How much would it cost for me to get you to take pills to make your pee-pee small?
Okay, do I get a replacement dick? How much does it cost to get a replacement dick? Because
I don't know. We'll have to Google that.
Give me big pee-pee, please, Google.
No, I don't think you want to type that in.
I think
All
I
of
do.
the porn that I've ever seen has those ads surrounding every video.
Oh, yeah.
The penis enlargement pills.
Yeah.
You never see it the other way around. Make your pee-pee small pills.
Yeah, it's not really how that works. They don't want that. I feel bad for the guys that click on that ad.
The making the pee-pee small one?
I mean, I feel really bad for them. That's a whole nother level.
Oh.
What has to be going on in your life that you're like, it's just too massive?
It could be like that one guy that hung a bunch of weights off of it and now his penis doesn't work anymore. But it is humongous. I will give it to him.
I give it to him. It's big. It's useless, but it's big.
He probably just walks around his village and bonks people on the head with that big boy.
He became a vigilante. He became Batman.
Oh.
It came full circle.
You know, I think he would have been a great person to replace the Oscar Mayer Wiener driver.
What?
Done. He's got the biggest weenie in the world.
Yeah.
Get this boy inside of a car that is shaped like a weenie.
You talking about the Oscar Mayer Wiener truck?
Yes, they are looking for a replacement, David.
Are you serious?
They are.
Sign me up.
Unfortunately, you don't have a college degree in journalism or public relations. You are not qualified.
First off, rude.
Truth.
Second, rude. You're true. Totally right.
When
I do not have a
getting
degree.
real goes wrong.
So you need actually a college degree to drive a giant weenie around.
That's what they say.
There are so many women I know that do not have degrees.
But they've taken a spin at that giant weenie.
Yeah. Stupid fucking joke.
I mean, it's a car shaped like a wiener. Of course I'm making a weenie joke.
What do you have to do?
Drive the truck.
That's it?
It doesn't say exactly, I don't believe. Let's read it again.
I have the article here now. What I find the most funny is that your title is hot dogger. And I don't know about you, Morgan, but if I'm going to college and getting a degree, it's because the last thing I want to be called is a hot dogger.
It says because they're going to do special events through the country and they need people like you.
Like you, Morgan.
Huh, like me? I don't think so. I don't think I can drive the Wienermobile.
They need people like you to coordinate all aspects of Wienermobile travel and event management. Whoa, okay, that's hard. Event management. Do you think they actually serve hot dogs out of that thing?
I fucking hope so. It's shaped like... If that thing comes into my town and doesn't have a fucking hot dog on there for me...
I feel cheated.
I'm gonna throw stones at it until it leaves. Get out of my city!
Like it's The Witcher.
Yes, like it's The Witcher. I'm watching a lot of TV. I think I'm above the rules right now.
This is just absolutely insane. Travel the
doesn't-
hot dog highways of America. What the fuck?
I was gonna say the article doesn't say exactly what you would need those that degree for. It just says that you would be doing special events. I don't know if that means hosting them or if you just be like doing meet and greets and selling hot dogs, but it didn't say.
I think it's probably, there's probably no hot dogs in that thing.
God, why would you make a fucking vehicle shaped like that with no hot dogs in it?
That's false advertising. They should be sued. Let me take a look. What does the inside of that look like? Wienermobile.
Probably like a penis. Sorry.
Wienermobile interior. Man, that is a risky click. Oh my god. This thing is way nicer than I thought it was going to be.
Is it like the best RV you've ever seen?
Look at this thing.
Oh man, why has it got so many seats? Who's getting rides in the Wienermobile?
I know. That's the best pickup line ever. Especially if you actually have the Wienermobile.
Oh man.
Morgan.
Could you imagine being one of those women that gets fucked on the Wienermobile?
Morgan, all right, you're at a bar. You're single. Joe's
right.
not in the picture.
All right.
You're at a bar.
Yeah.
You're a little tipsy.
Okay.
A cute-looking guy walks up to you, and he says, "Hey, can I buy you a drink?" And you say yes. And he says, "Hey, baby, I got the Wienermobile parked right outside. You want to go for a ride?"
Your dick's all the way outside?
Can't we just go to the bathroom or something?
I don't want to end up like those kids from Main Street. No, thank you.
There's a movie that was made about this.
I don't...
Dog Days, a year in the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. I have got to watch that.
Well, that's our next mission.
I think it's real. I've got to watch that. Okay. No disrespect to the Oscar Mayer Wiener people, but is a hot dog even real food at that point?
What?
Is a hot dog real food?
When you eat it, are you not hungry anymore?
I wish I was.
You wish you were hungry after eating a hot dog?
Yeah, because you're just like, what did I do?
Okay. Well, I think it's real food.
I think, you know what I think?
That was a fast meal that I ate last Thursday, I think. I put pickles on it.
Pickles were the best part of that meal.
Disagree. I like hot dogs, you little bitch.
I will admit.
You know what's in a hot dog, but you get it anyways. It's your fault that you don't like hot dogs.
I choose not to know what's in a hot dog. I've never. I used to eat a hot dog like every single day for like 2 years,
It's everything.
and it's everything you shouldn't be eating. That's why it's like not really food, right? Because
No.
it's the things that go in it aren't food, but somehow if you grill it, it's now food.
It's like Scrapple, but I still really like Scrapple.
Oh, that's another one I don't choose to know.
I'm not gonna look that up ever.
Do you know who else like makes food that's like almost not really food?
Oh, I would not know.
It's one of my favorite people on the internet,
Yeah.
Salt Bay.
Oh, he makes food. Actually, I thought he just salted things.
Oh, he does salt things.
Oh.
He salts food. So he is like actually apparently a really good chef. And his whole thing is just like really extravagant food that's like more about the show than it is the food. But the food is that he makes is like top-notch food. So it's like all part of it.
Okay.
I
Would
actually-
Gordon Ramsay like it?
I bet you Gordon Ramsay would fucking hate it. But I would love it. And actually, I saw a picture of Leonardo DiCaprio go into one of his restaurants.
Yeah.
And if Leo likes it, who am I? Who am I to disagree? The reason I bring this up is actually because Salt Bay was in the news recently
Yeah.
with the greatest headline ever.
Yeah.
And I think this is the greatest story ever that the internet loves.
Yeah.
It starts off with Florida man,
Yeah.
already top. Florida man refuses to pay for gold-plated steak he didn't order. Salt Bay calls the cops.
Well, did he eat it?
He did eat it.
Ah, sounds like he's a big fucking jerk then.
Yeah, I think you're right. The weird...
You already ate. You ate it.
You
You
ate-
saw it wasn't what you ordered, but you ate it anyways.
Yeah, and when I was reading the article, what really stuck out to me was the guy who didn't want to pay for the food sounds like a fucking tool.
His name's also Miranda. I can see.
This is a male Karen.
All right. I already don't trust him. He's over here eating gold-plated steaks he didn't fucking order and doesn't expect to pay for. He sounds like a little fucking thief.
Yep, Florida man Dwayne Miranda, that's a weird name, visited the Miami location of Mr. Bay. Mr. Bay.
I noticed that the whole time I was reading the article, Mr. Bay.
Mr. Bay. He was fully aware that dinner was going to be a pretty penny. In fact, this was the man. Dwayne actually spoke to the news. He stressed that he is no stranger to 4- and 5-figure checks.
I don't think I've ever heard of a bigger asshole
Yeah.
than somebody that mentions how much they usually spend at dinner to the news, makes a point to make a point.
Yeah, and he even goes on and describes how a very expensive item that was on the menu that they did order, he made sure to say that he didn't mind that. And like he goes in, he essentially lists out his check, and it's like, all right, we get it, you got money, fuck
All
you.
right. And you're gonna new thing. He's gonna pitch a fit over some steaks after he just spent what, $300 on wine?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. And why is so much of it alcohol?
Yeah, I mean, right? Yeah, 20.
We're trusting this fella who drinks a $56 martini, 2 of them. Fuck you.
And 5 bottles of water for $50. Okay,
If you're gonna buy all that shit and complain about some goddamn steaks
you can go.
that
fuck
you ate,
Yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
I'm on Salt Bay's side.
I'm on Salt Bay's side so far. He saw that he was charged $2,000 for 2 24-karat gold-coated, highly marbled Wagyu tomahawk ribeyes. Holy shit. That sounds amazing.
It does sound good, but I can't see myself spending $2,000 on one piece of meat.
And clearly the 24-karat gold-coated steak, that's obviously just like, that has nothing to do with taste.
No, that just has to be for, haha, I ate a gold-plated fucking steak, my guy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm in the oil industry. Apparently the economy versions, which a little rude that's how they're called, are priced at $275. So that's quite the markup.
I see why
$275.
he'd be a little upset.
Yeah, I get it. I understand why he's upset, but you can't brag that you don't give a fuck about money and then instantly give a fuck about money.
Exactly.
Like you can't walk in and be like, I roll hard, motherfucker, and then when the bill comes, you be like, ah.
I roll low, motherfucker.
Yeah, you can't act like little Dicky at the end of the night.
Asking, could you please pay for this meal for me? I'm trying to shoot a music video.
So they said they didn't order it. The long story short is they said they didn't order it.
I think they ordered it.
I think they fucking ordered it. It sounds like this guy ordered it, right?
A little bit. The whole time I was reading, I was like, I don't know, this guy's shady. He's being braggadocious, but then real fucking contrary at the end.
Yeah. When you can't go hard, when you can only go, like, medium. However, it does sound like Salt Bay has had some issues with the police in the past, where cops are often called to this restaurant.
It's because it's so bougie.
They actually quoted him saying that he had to call the police only twice last month.
Only twice.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I've called the cops probably twice in my whole life.
Do you remember those times? What happened?
Okay. I guess excluding car accidents, we won't count that time. I called the cops because somebody was going to kill themselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were going to jump, so I called the cops.
So it wasn't over steak, right?
No, it was not over steak. It was over someone's life.
What about the next time? Was it also over steak?
Actually, that time it was about lamb.
Then I think you can really relate to this story, Morgan.
I can actually. I don't know why I've been such an ass about it the whole time.
Oh, I love this right at the end of the article. We can move on after this, but this is the greatest story ever. This is the story that just keeps on giving.
Yeah.
He brought the bones, this is the customer, he brought the bones of the golden tomahawks home in a doggy bag and intends to bring them to a lab for a full analysis for the alleged 24-karat gold. This man...
You already done scraped it off, bitch.
Yeah,
you can't tamper with the evidence.
You ate it, dumb fuck.
Excuse me, have you ever watched CSI? You've tampered with the evidence.
Right? End of the story is that, yes, he did have to pay. The cops were called, and they said, yeah, you got to pay, you ate the food.
I mean, that's how it works.
That's how it works.
Supply and demand, motherfucker.
Yeah. You ate at Salt Bay's restaurant. You're paying Salt Bay prices.
Yeah, I mean, and you ate for the thing that you didn't order, quote unquote.
What if you got caught in that situation?
What if I got caught in that situation? Man, I wouldn't be caught there, but that's not the point, I suppose.
Yeah. We know our worth.
$2,000 for a piece of meat. I mean, the meat better be having sex with me.
If I see that on the menu, because that's definitely a restaurant you look at ahead of time before you show up. If I see that on the menu and I go, ooh, there's a chance I might accidentally order that, I'm out. I'm not going.
You're accidentally buying a gold-plated steak.
I thought that would be crazy, but here we are.
All right, touche. If I was in that situation and I was being charged $2,000 for a piece of meat that I already ate, I guess I'd pay for it because I ate it.
Yeah. I feel like if your meat comes out and it's coated in 24-karat gold, I would ask the question before I ate it. Be like, is this what I ordered? I knew there was a 24-karat option. I didn't order that. Just want to be clear.
I would just be like, I don't like metal on top of my meat usually. That's not how I prepare my meat at home. I don't trust it when it's not the color of meat.
Filthy casual.
I know, I'm sorry. I actually wanted mine covered in lead.
Yeah.
So I could forget.
You know how your doctor says you need to get a little bit more iron in your blood?
Oh.
Hey, that's how you get it.
I'm going to need you to put an iron slab on top of it.
Just absolutely insane story.
You know what else is insane?
What?
Functioning gills.
That sounds awesome. I want that. That sounds so cool. Is that a thing?
It's a thing that fashion designer June Cami is coming up with. He designed it as a statement piece on the current states of global warming.
Oh.
Yes. It's like a dystopian future kind of garb that he made up.
Oh, okay. So it's like, does it actually function?
It does. It uses super water resistant fabric that literally takes the oxygen out of the air and shoots the carbon dioxide back out into the water.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I wonder if it actually works. I think
he teamed up with a science team, and they are working on a prototype currently.
Oh, that's so fucking cool. Mm-hmm. I think you actually sent me that article, and I read. I really liked the end of it, where it was a statement piece saying like, "Oh, this is all about talking about climate change and that we have to be aware of the rising waters because we're going to be living underwater essentially." And then like right at the end, the little footnote is, "But also it might just be cool to have."
Yeah, I fucking didn't like that. It was like, yeah, fuck the establishment. And then it was like, also will be used for leisurely diving excursions. And it was like, excuse me? That is not as badass as the rest of the article.
I got excited for that part. Because I'm like, I'm so terrified of the water.
Yeah?
I'm very scared. I almost drowned one time.
Yeah?
Because of this exact reason. I couldn't breathe underwater.
Ah, you don't have gills.
I didn't. It was the first time I was made painfully aware of that. And that would have saved me a lot of trouble.
If you could just breathe underwater.
Mm-hmm.
So, David, would you ever even trust these gills to leisurely dive with?
Ooh, I would trust them in very, very shallow water.
Right.
I'd have to test that.
I'd try it after 5 years that they've been around and only 3 people have died.
3 people max.
3 people max, and they were all shark attacks.
Yeah, it can't be the gill's fault.
Because could you imagine being a couple feet down and the gill just like pops off or whatever?
Oh my god.
Something pokes a hole in it. The poking the hole in it would be a real option. That could really happen.
Oh no, this turns into a horror movie very quickly.
Too deep. That's the name of the movie, Too Deep.
Too deep. Too deep, not enough gills.
But real deal, I don't know if I'm doing diving anyways. If I see something down there that could eat me, I might poop my pants for real. I can't come back on land with poop in my pants.
I think it's that when you're underwater like that and you're totally submerged, like you're not supposed to be there.
Yeah, that's not my house.
Nature has made it very clear that it didn't want you there. It put a bunch of water around it so that you can't go down there. And we, as people, have constantly tried to defy that with scuba gear and fucking fake gills. That's not kosher in my book. That's like, I'll just stay upstairs.
I usually don't go in the ocean, to be honest with you, David.
Mm-hmm. You're not supposed to be there, really.
Nah.
Like, we float on top. That's cool.
That's cool, but I don't want to eat a whole bunch of fish poop.
Mm-mm.
Water gets in your mouth every time, no matter how much you keep your mouth closed. A wave hits you, boom, water in your mouth.
Yep. Gills don't stop fish poop.
I hope you're right.
Nobody ever brings that up when somebody drowns. Be like, just way too much fish poop in his lungs.
Just like, yes, you see that there? That is a fish turd.
It's just a glass of water.
It's just one turd, that whole glass. One fish pooped that out yesterday.
We've developed into real poop humor here.
But for real, I've never seen fish poop.
It's in water. It dissolves.
Gross.
Wait. Okay. What does fish poop look like?
I don't know, man.
Fish are just better than us.
At least at pooping. They just live in their toilet. We walk away from ours so often.
Do you know what fish are good at when they're not pooping?
What?
Swimming.
Oh, yeah. I hear they can't stop doing that.
This is the funniest article that I found. Okay, not funniest, but the most interesting and had the best picture.
Okay, I was going to say, I thought the guy having a small penis was a pretty good one.
That was a good picture. Yeah, I got to see his giant, tiny penis.
His tiny penis in a giant picture.
But scientists put 3D glasses on a cuttlefish and showed them film clips. And this is how you know that journalism is all but dead, is that this was an article from CNN, and even they had a clickbait title.
Yeah.
The results were surprising.
Oh.
Do you know
what were the results? That they have good eyesight?
No, that the cuttlefish look really fucking cool with sunglasses on.
Oh, yeah, I bet I've seen the picture. They look pretty dope.
I just picked the article because of the picture, honestly, just to see a cuttlefish in little 3D glasses.
It was pretty cute, I'll admit it.
Did you see the video?
No.
It's just a little cuttlefish. He's just being a little cuttlefish. It's just a little cuttlefish with little 3D glasses on.
It's pretty cute.
It's fucking great.
It's cute.
What really amazed me the most is that this is not the first sea creature that they have tried putting 3D glasses on.
What other animals?
Before I tell you that, I want you to imagine that there is a group of scientists out right now that are just putting 3D glasses on fish.
What do you think they're doing that for? Why do they need to do that?
The article explains it, and it's very sciencey. It's just that to show that it works. Like, apparently the 3D glasses, like, it works how it works for us, which shows that their vision works in a certain way that's similar to ours. They have the ability to use stereopsis, which is the big deal here. Mm-hmm. So it shows that they use stereopsis, I guess.
Is that depth perception?
So essentially, yeah, like having depth perception.
I guess that would make sense that fish would have depth perception. They got to see how far away the shark is.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, can you imagine that if you were a different species, your vision, like, you would perceive the seeing world differently than you do now?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have thumbs, so that would really suck.
That would suck. But even just the thought of, like, what you see now is only your version of the truth.
Yeah, I bet you really got a green face, but I can't see it with these eyes.
No, you can't. I'm lucky. Me and my giant green penis.
Okay, Hawk, calm down.
But the picture really is just what got me that. It's just seeing the coolest looking little guy. I was kind of sad to figure out how they got those glasses on there.
With the Velcro on the side of the face.
They super glued Velcro.
Why would you super glue it? I mean, I see why, but I mean, put some other kind of adhesive that could come off more easily.
Yeah, some cuttlefish safe adhesive, please.
Gosh.
If somebody handed you the coolest pair of sunglasses in the world, though,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, they were like, you can have these sunglasses for free, and you're like, oh,
Yeah?
but they're like, but the trick is, we get to Velcro them to your face.
Is the Velcro visible to everybody?
Yeah,
Nah, I can't be doing that.
not when you're wearing the glasses, only when you're not wearing the glasses.
Yeah, I bet I'm gonna not be wearing the sunglasses all the goddamn time, so I don't want that.
But what if you are?
But what about when it's nighttime?
You don't want to be cool at night?
I don't wear my sunglasses at night.
Amateur mistake. You're not taking the sunglasses?
No. Would you wear those sunglasses all the time?
I would take the sunglasses. I'm okay with looking weird. I look weird all the time anyway, so this is just me. Is weird guy plus Velcro. Still weird guy.
That's fair. That's fair.
Weird plus Velcro equals weird.
And Velcro.
And Velcro. Is that all the articles you found, Morgan?
Yes.
Because that was all the articles that I found. Hey, this is a new thing we're doing. We're just trying to mix things up a little bit. Just me and you. We're getting intimate over here.
Yeah.
We're just talking right into the listeners' ears. Can you hear me? Can you feel me? So, I don't know. If you like what you hear and you want to hear us do more of this, let us know. We really want to get your feedback, all three of you. If you like hearing the news from your trusted podcast, from your most maximum mediocre friends, please let us know. Well, thank you very much for listening, and I love you.
Don't forget to watch Naked and Afraid.
Your grandmother told you so. Morgan's grandmother.